A week after they were sacked over a screen, P&O staff gathered to watch their former boss speak for the first time. His former employees' outrage almost matched by MPs asking the questions.
Are you in this mess because you don't know what you're doing, or are you just a shameless criminal?
And can I start, please, with an apology?
If Peter Hebblethwaite is sorry for sacking 800 people without notice, he was unapologetic about how he did it, brazenly admitting P&O broke the law.
There's absolutely no doubt that we were required to consult with the unions. We chose not to do that because we believe...
You chose to break the law?
Because we chose not to consult, and we will will compensate everybody in full for that.
Despite MP's fury, the chief executive said he'd replace staff with agency workers to cut crew costs in half and save the company.
We did consider every single option available to us, and we concluded that every single option available to us would result in the closure of P&O.
Among those he fired, there was contempt.
Redundancy packages are going to be less than what he takes home every month. Let's put that into context. Someone who takes home more in 1 month than these guys are going to get for losing their jobs. If he thinks that by turning up here today and shedding a few crocodile tears and saying it's the best we could do, we're not having it.
Peter Hebblethwaite told MPs Transport Secretary Grant Shapps was first told about the company's troubles last year, a claim his department denies.
Time to rethink that bonus, Mr Hebblethwaite.
Do you think it will be wrong to accept a bonus?
The chief executive, paid £325,000 a year, ignored reporters' questions as he left. Ministers are reviewing maritime employment law. They now have to decide what to do with his admission of guilt.
The government needs to move much more quickly in making it very clear to people like Mr Hebblethwaite, P&O Ferries and DP World that they cannot act in this way with impunity. Mr Hebblethwaite should be struck off as a company director.
P&O had hoped to have its ships back on the water running between Dover and Calais by now, but the new staff they've hired on wages of little more than £5 an hour are still doing training drills on that ship over there, and the unions say their crewing strategy is in tatters. They're trying to rehire more than 90 officers, and the safety authorities still don't have a date as to when they can inspect the ships to see if they're safe. Every day these ships are tied up, P&O loses £1 million, and this episode has already cost it its reputation. But there's no sign yet of a change of course or any genuine remorse.
I would make this decision again, I'm afraid.
Paul Kelso, Sky News in Dover.